Here's a hard pill to swallow. Time is running out, but that doesn't mean it's not on your side. If it were up to me, I would never rush another day of my life, but I'm learning it's less of an external issue and more of an inner one. And I want to share with you how I'm working on that.
Life move fast and you doing what you want. I can stop doing what I want.
It's wash day. Gang, what is up? What is good? No new products for me today because I had everything I needed back at home, and plus I ain't feel like going out and spending no money, and it be like that sometimes, and that's okay. As you can see, I have resorted to the buns, and y'all, I ain't gonna hold you, I'm getting tired of the curls. I'm gonna need a new style soon. I've also been a little worried that my hair isn't growing, which I made a video about before, but I have decided to just let it go, stick to my weekly routine and keep it pushing. And weirdly, that's what ties into what's been on my heart. What's been on my heart is this hard pill to swallow that time is finite. As a kid, I never felt that pressure. If anything, I thought being an adult would just mean having the time to do what I want, having the space to do what I want, having the authority to do what I wanted with my coins. What I didn't know was the sacrifices that come with chasing your desired life. And let me know if you disagree with me, but when we're younger, we're taught if you do the right things, good things will come. If you work hard, study hard, you'll be rewarded. If you avoid bad actions, you can avoid bad feelings. But the truth is, the bad comes with the good, the grief comes with the joy, and one day time will run out. And that thought can get so scary to the point that I try to numb it with substances, friends, distractions, anything to avoid feeling that countdown on my life. But the clock is ticking regardless. Whether it's staying in a relationship that you know isn't right, keeping habits you know you should have let go of, or repeating cycles just because they feel familiar, time is still moving. I've also been on the other side where I'm rushing, feeling like I'm going to miss the mark, or progression isn't happening fast enough, like not visibly being able to see my hair growing. And neither way brings peace. I know how dreadful that can sound, and let me just tell you that existential awareness is not fun, especially when you are not where you want to be in life. Please let me affirm you that there are resources out here for you, ones that can be way more impactful than my comment section. However, you're not alone, and if anything, I would love to have a conversation with you if you've been struggling with that even more recently. I want to share my practical ways to start seeing time as your ally. But before I do, let me share what's on my hair as well. And up to this point, I have shampooed twice with that Design Essentials shampoo that I bought, y'all, like years ago. I'm not even lying. Like, honestly, it probably shouldn't even be in my stash anymore, but I be seeing all the girls rave about this brand, and this might just be my FOMO talking, but I actually did enjoy that shampoo. After shampooing each half of my hair twice, I went in with that 3-minute Aussie Miracle Moisture that I've been using for a couple weeks in a row now, just because it works, it's in the stash, it's cheap, but I do need to go buy some more deep conditioners for real. When I feel like my hair isn't growing, my go-to is to go sit under my faithful hooded dryer and deep condition. Without a doubt, when I'm doing this consistently, it's what brings the inches. But anyways, back to my practical points. My first being practicing patience daily. For me, it looks like slowing down with my routines, especially with my hair. Hair growth, much like growth in life, is not visible on the day-to-day, but that doesn't mean the day-to-day doesn't matter. The best way to not spiral about your existence is to focus on having the best day possible rather than the best life possible, because is going to happen, but when you can be present, meaning meditating, breathing, self-reflection, acknowledging your feelings as they come, you can focus on what you can control, not variables based on hypothetical circumstances created in your head when you think about how complex time is. Real quick for my wash and go, I'm using CÉCRED's moisturizing lotion and Xtreme Wetline gel. My next point is releasing control over the timeline. I had to realize, I'm continuously realizing that not everything is going to happen when I want it to. My growth on this channel, my finances, my schoolwork, I can't rush the fruit, but I can keep planting the seeds and they will eventually grow as long as I'm consistently showing up for them to do that. The timeline does not belong to me. The timeline does not belong to you. It doesn't belong to any of us. But again, focusing on what you can control. Another practical point that you can start implementing today: invest your time where it matters most. I struggle with this, y'all. I'm still learning that no is a word, and honestly it's a complete sentence, but that's another video for another time, so you're gonna have to subscribe so you don't miss that one. But are you checking in with yourself about how much time you're giving to people, to habits, to projects? Are they building you or are they draining you? Every time I choose to invest in what matters, I feel more at peace. And what I mean by that is taking the time to truly understand myself and what I value and where I see myself long term, where I think I will have the most peace, because you have to leave room for your mind to change with that. However, I know that I want my life filled with peace and freedom and joy and patience and gentleness. What people am I surrounding myself with? What habits am I relying on? And is that going to progress to the life that I eventually want to live, even if that progress looks slow? Listen, share your points with me. What keeps you sane in the madness happening around the world today? And what grounds you when you feel like your time is not your own? Because let's be real, a lot of us are clocking into jobs and giving our time away. A lot of us have responsibilities, from children to family members to taking care of our health. Our time isn't our own, and it can very much feel like that. I would love to know, because obviously I'm still trying to learn too, as long as I'm walking this earth. But my last thing is to stop taking life so seriously. You do not need to be perfect. I think a lot of, life advice videos or whatever, they can do a good job at encouraging you to move forward towards better or whatever, but constantly achieving, constantly trying to succeed, trying to be the best version of yourself, baby, you're gonna miss everything that actually matters, everything that actually makes life worth it. Laugh at yourself, laugh at others, because I'm sure God is sitting somewhere laughing at people right now. That was so unserious, y'all, but that's my video. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope I see you next wash day or whatever. But until then, so much peace, so much love. Deuces. I bet you've never seen a sponsorship at the end of the video, but shout out to today's sponsor, Not Another Hair Care. Not only have I been loving these clips, I find a new reason why I like them every single day I use them, but I've also been getting amazing feedback and also questions about when we're gonna restock certain colors. But listen, them while you can. Also, there's a weekly newsletter very similar to my videos but in an email format. You can sign up for that completely free. Use Not Another 20 code when you check out for 20% off your entire purchase. Thank you so much for your support. All right, deuces.